we go now. So we just. My God, Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, we did the whole.
We did like a whole
recording
11,
for like 11
we had
minutes.
A whole 11-minute conversation.
And I was like, wait, hold on, is my audio going
and
through? Because I don't think
like,
my controller is on.
His audio isn't going through because he never turned on his controller. You should probably make sure your controller's set up to not turn off ever, because...
Oh, no, it didn't turn off because I wasn't using it or
No,
anything.
I mean, but you I always set my controllers up to go off after a certain amount of time, so you should probably make sure yours doesn't do that, because I don't know if yours does or not.
Let me check. Would that be in sound and devices?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Let's see, controllers turn on. Do not turn off. Gotcha.
Do not turn off. There you go. That's usually.
What kind of madman sets the light on the controller to bright?
What?
The light on the controller. Like, if I could turn it off, I would. Like, if I could make it even dim.
Light?
I mean, I think it's cool, but in my room, I like to play in the dark, and if I can not on your TV because of its texture, but my TV is a little glossier, and so I don't like seeing the reflection or whatever of the controller. It's like I'm really particular about it.
Yeah.
I do like how it's utilized though. I like games where it's like you turn on a light and it goes the light on the controller goes from like I don't know, red to like white or something.
Oh,
that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
In GTA, it actually goes red and blue when you're being pursued by the police.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to start trial now, so are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
I was born ready. No, well, I wasn't really born ready, but after multiple years of preparing, I was ready.
Multiple years of preparation. December 26, 944 am destructor defendant no dot 2. Ah, I drew. Karma?
No, I'm Mr. Oh. No, I'm Miles. Karma was my... I don't know.
Please, Mr. Karma was my father.
That's
I
right.
thought your father was Gregory. Oh, shit.
Hey, you remembered.
Yeah.
That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. And I should have done vocal exercises. Aluminum linoleum. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Carpets are just floor skin.
Oh my God!
He hasn't lost a case in his 40 years career. That sounds like too good though. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god! He's a Charlemagne of prosecution. He's won every battle he's been in.
He's a deity. He's a... what do they call them? Elder Scrolls.
He's a divine?
Yeah, like the opposite.
An Aedra?
Aedra. He's an Aedra!
Not to be confused. Not to be confused with the Aesir or the Jotun. What are the...
What the fuck are you talking about?
They're not giants and they're not the gods in Norse mythology.
Jotuns are the giants.
Yeah, and Aesir I think are the gods, but there's like another category.
Yeah, they're like wasn't Freya or
Freya? I think Freya
was an Aesir.
I don't know, man.
I think
no, Freya was either a giant or giant adjacent.
No, it was Kratos' wife that was a giant. Freya was an Aesir.
Dad, I got you this mixtape. Is this all They Might Be Giants?
They might be giants!
There's also...
Ow, they might be giants!
Well, because it's They Might Be Giants and Imagine Dragons.
I am your only friend, I am not your only friend. Dude, they did a They Might Be Giants.
Hold on, what's this last one? Oh, it's Take Control by Old Gods of Asgard.
Dude, they had like a They Might Be Giants reference in the Fables comic. Fables, I think it was in the 12-issue sequel series, which I forget was Ever After. I think it was. which was nah. I think it was okay. Ever After was interesting. Ever After was like a comic book that took place after Fables, and it was like, okay, so Fables exist in the Monday now, so the Monday's no longer Monday.
So it's a new like premise.
Yeah, so it's like now there's like this group of secret operatives that deal with like monster shit. It's like some monster.
That sounds
patrol
pretty
shit.
great.
Yeah, it sounds cool in theory. It was okay in execution. But there's this really funny bit where he like has to deal with La Llorona, and he like winds up changing into her husband.
Wait a minute.
La
And then,
Llorona,
and then Batwoman shows up and punches her in the face.
No, he winds
Okay.
up turning into La Llorona's like former lover, and then La Llorona's like, "Oh, my husband," and then they have sex, and then she gets clingy, and he's like, "Woman, I'm on the phone," and then like later after the mission, they're back at like headquarters, and they're like, how was the mission? And Connor, Big B's and one of Big B's and Snow's kids, one of their sons, he was the one that was joining this group. He was like, yeah, I learned that you can have sex with a ghost, but like, it's not really worth it.
Too spooky for me.
But no, where was I originally going with this? Oh yeah, they had a They Might Be Giants reference in that.
In what way?
The house, or what used to be Fabletown, I guess.
Just one of the fundamental principles of the universe. You've got action adventure. You've got horror. You've got Deus Ex Machina. You've got Triangle Man.
Deus Ex Machina actually is a character in the Fables comic.
That's what I was. Yeah, but then you got Triangle Man.
Yeah, then Triangle Man hates.
He's a good
Deus
fighter,
Ex
but he's a
Machina.
little combative. I think he likes getting into fights.
He hates everyone.
He keeps getting into fights with
He
people.
just punches people. He just hates people.
I don't get it.
He's a jerk.
He's trying to get those unarmed strike perks.
That's why he never gets invited to parties. Man, fuck Triangle Man.
Triangle Man.
Universe Man comes up and just waggles his finger like, God damn it, Triangle Man, I'm so sick of
I
your
really like
shit
that we're
right
this
now."
invested into They Might Be Giants lore.
But no, basically, Fabletown.
It's just that meme. It's just that meme of that person explaining, that person like gesturing to someone, and then the other picture is someone like lying down all the way back in their chair, just listening. And it's just me explaining They Might Be Giants lore. The audience.
I have not seen that meme, but as there was a reference. It was like what used to be Fabletown. There's a big area where King Cole was deciding to build up a magic school, and the school started talking to them. And then the way this ended was basically they had Baba Yaga's castle, and then the Blue Fairy's living castle, and they were brought together and fused with Fabletown to create the magic school. But before that happened, what remained of the building there started talking to them, and by writing shit, some Danny the Street thing. And it would write out messages, and one of the big messages it wrote out was just make a birdhouse in your soul or something. And it was basically saying hey, get Baba Yaga's castle over here.
Oh.
Because the chicken leg. That was one. Blue Fairy's castle was the other part of it, but
did they have to gather some castles?
yeah,
or
they
something?
fused with. They were sentient castles.
I
so
understand how you
fused
can
with
move Baba
Fabletown.
Yaga's castle because it's it's supposed to be mobile, or it's at least supposed to be a hut that's got the legs, Well, how do you move the other castles?
It just flies. It just flies.
All right. It just
Blue Fairy's a
it's
moving
just
castle.
No, I'm just imagining it's like the Disney castle thing, but it's a big fairy, and then a little castle goes. Doo-dee-dee-dee-dee.
You should probably read your lines.
Not a single case. Oh, and let me show you the meme I was talking about.
Oh, Taylor's showing
It's
me
this
a
one.
meme. Me explaining memes in my class.
I saw, yeah, me explaining meme. Except I saw this one that was so good. It was this, and it was
That's me with the One Piece lore.
It was about Persona 5, and it's Joker explaining that on every Monday he went to get a single drink from each of the vending machines.
Wait, what's Joker doing in Persona?
Not that Joker. His nickname is Joker. He's what's the word? He doesn't. He's the kind of protagonist that doesn't have a name because you enter a name, kind of like some versions of Link. But his nickname is Joker because he's a wild card. But he's the main character of Persona 5, and the the joke is that every so there are these you can get healing items that are just like regular. Hold on. You get healing items that are just regular food, and some of them are more or less efficient than each other. Like the best one I think is just like fried bread that you can buy at school. But there are very, very few items that give you the energy points for like spells, basically all of your Persona moves, which are kind of your bread and butter. So, knowing that there's like 3 specific vending machines that reload every Monday that you can use to get just a couple of those is really useful. And so, so just the meta of the fact that like the entire game, Blue Jack, during the entire like the sort of pacing device is every time something big happens, it cuts back to Joker, not the Joker you're thinking of. Think anime guy. In a cell being interviewed by this lawyer person who's trying to figure out how this all happened, so it's all like stuff in the past. And it keeps cutting back to them, and so it's just Joker explaining that he went to the vending machine, explaining every time he went to the vending machines to get a different drink, and it's just the prosecutor, she's just sitting back in the chair like, it's gonna take forever. Because it's like, oh, you need to explain everything in detail. It's like, well, let me show you my journal here. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Ah, yes, Monday. Monday, that's drink day. We go out to all the vending machines, and we get those special drinks.
Dude, that's how I am with One Piece lore.
Go out and buy One Piece lore on your vending machines?
No, I mean, like,
especially
that's me
Utopia.
whenever I'm explaining One Piece lore.
Just explaining... Oh man.
And then there's you just on the couch.
Dude,
like, oh god, I never got past Alabasta.
I got past Alabasta, I got stuck in the middle of
Sky Island?
The Sky Island arc thing.
With Eneru. He's looking for the endless of Earth.
Man, it's It hurts just thinking about it. Dude, I need to watch those YouTube things.
Dude,
on the...
what's more confusing? Which lore is more confusing? One Piece or Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts, definitely, and here's why. Because One Piece may have like it's very long, very wide. Like it's got plenty of like little stuff going on in the background, and it's been going on for a while, but it's still got a timeline and a series of things happening after each other with like certain precedents that are set up, whereas Kingdom Hearts has a lot of like split offs and alternate like reality things, and like the fact that the concept of Kingdom Hearts means multiple things. Like we always thought Kingdom Hearts was a place or a weapon, but really it was a monthly curated box of snacks. Like it could be anything.
Man, it was like a door, and then it was a moon, and then it was a different moon, and
then it was a brother moon,
and then I don't even know what it. I don't.
You know when Disney bought the rights to Dead Space, and then they made Kingdom Hearts 4.
Dead Space, dude. Could you imagine a Dead Space level of Kingdom Hearts?
Literally anything could happen, and I'm really glad that Kingdom Hearts 3 happened, just because like if we're gonna have Disney owning like all the copyrights, I at least want to get some mileage out of it in a game that like couldn't have existed nowadays.
Right.
Like that kind of crossover is just so bonkers, and I'm glad it exists.
Yeah, same.
But like now you could just, man, now there's just no rules anymore. Cause like if you made a fourth Kingdom Hearts or whatever, you'd be like, ah yes, and here's a level with the Spider-Man, and here's a level
with Wolverine.
Yeah, and
here's a level with the Simpsons. Here's a Simpsons level.
Here's a Simpsons level. Oh, and here's a level with Pirates of the Caribbean, because I noticed that you forgot that one again. In case you forgot.
Dude, I will say I really like Pirates of the Caribbean and the Kingdom Hearts game.
Look, I like both the concepts of Pirates of the Caribbean and the Pirates of the Caribbean like set pieces. I think they're really good for like adventure, because I mean they're pirates.
Right.
But like the fact that I literally forgot that they were a Disney product, and then was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Just I keep imagining. The funniest thing about it though is that it's the one universe when they show up where everything feels too real. where you got like you've got your like Square Enix characters, but everyone else is like too realistic instead of too cartoony.
Right.
Ah, it's so wild.
It's crazy. And that's your line.
He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
Anything you say?
He'll do what he has to.
And
He'll stab a dude.
He'll
Grab you by the pingus.
Will he suck a dick?
I didn't want to go there, but that's where we're going.
Will he suck my dick? How much does he charge?
Whatever, Trevor, what's his name, who played the Mandarin?
I thought you were gonna say Trevor Phillips for a minute.
You know what? That could also be a possibility.
I never saw
any
the
kind of Trevor, really.
Or the Mandarin.
Any Trevor could happen.
Any Trevor.
Anything is possible.
Wait. Trevor from Mandarin. What the fuck is Mandarin?
Oh, okay, in Iron Man 3.
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
that guy.
who's the Mandarin was actually a fake Mandarin who was given plastic surgery to look like a Mandarin.
And then there was a deleted scene that confirmed that was also a fake Mandarin, and that there was an actual Mandarin.
I love how, dude, what is up with Marvel movies being actually too good at burying their leads? Like, the fact is, not only was there a deleted scene, but you have to, like, hunt that scene down on YouTube. And not only that, but those scenes have end credit scenes. They just won't stop. It's like a fractal. But like it's wild how something that seems like it would be so crucial to like a good like next chunk of lore is like buried in a scene that is official but it's not in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, yes, the Mandarin is a real thing. The guy, sure, there was a guy playing the Mandarin, but he was based on this mythical figure, and as we all know, mythical figures in the Marvel Universe turn out to actually be real.
Yep. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth.
You don't understand. I mean, it'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared.
Well, I mean, if he really wants to win this case that badly, we can work something out.
We'll stab it.
And the next variety.
I didn't want to go there. You keep bringing it up.
That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence.
Been working in the forge. What? Hold on. I gotta make sure I put this on silent. Sorry about that.
God, you're so unprofessional.
He taught me what it really means to prosecute.
What?
This picture of prosecutor is vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10.
Oh no.
Duplication jutsu!
There's just imagine someone has taken that dial and cranked it from half-ass.
Now let me be honest with you. This whole time, I've been kind of half-assing it, but you came into my life, and you not only threatened me, but my kid. That dial just went jacked up from half to quadruple ass.
That's a lot of ass.
That's 8 times the. I know.
That's 8 times.
I wanted to put that in a. I wanted to make like an archer RPG, and one of the traits you have as an archer type character is quadruple ass, and it's anytime your character has their actual has like a what's the word, a dependent in danger, such as a child or a pet, their combat stat just goes off the charts.
Yeah, that
just
should
for
be a
that
thing.
scene.
Yeah, it should be a thing. Dude, I love Archer, but like it gets kind of frustrating because since I've been rewatching it like from the beginning, because I got like mega stoned one night and was like, I should watch Archer. And then
I wonder what the best show to watch while you're high is. Everyone in the comments, please let us know.
I've been really digging Archer. I would say Batman Adam West. I really want to watch that while I'm just like super fucking baked.
What would we call that series if we just like sat around?
Batman on Drugs.
No, it would be Oh, I remember that meme.
Yeah, that's what that's called.
No, no, I was thinking of let's see, Adam West, Batman, Retro. It would be called the Retro Bake?
I don't know, but I was trying to make some kind of a point with Archer.
Yeah, you were watching Archer.
Yeah. So now that I'm like rewatching it again, like from the beginning, it's amazing how much like he develops as a character and then it like goes away.
Oh yeah.
Or he kind of develops, or he tries to develop and then he gives up.
I feel like we're seeing the one of two things. What if the whole show was a coma arc? and the problem is that he it's like a Silent Hill deal where until he actually confronts the problems he's caused for his friends, he can't actually get out. So he just keeps rebooting.
Oh my god, dude, you just blew my fucking mind. Oh my god!
Why do you think we had like 3 coma arcs?
Archer is just Silent Hill!
It's Silent Hill!
It's Silent Hill!
Man, it's funny because like Silent Hill is such a specific niche, but I love getting into it because I love the concept of like take like X character and then just make an entire like setting that seems to be against them, but it's all specifically like symbolic of various problems they have.
Have you ever actually played a Silent Hill game?
I have seen like 99% of a playthrough of Silent Hill 2, and it was with I think it was it Two Best Friends play? I think
they were guests on the Game Grumps channel.
I think so. Which, the funniest thing about that is that Two Best Friends play is about 2 guys who are kind of grumpy about games, and Game Grumps is about 2 best friends play. But no, it was something like that, where the whole time they were really gushing about how how each monster represented something, or how certain scenes represented certain things, and how certain themes and music and yada yada yada. It was neat because if it was like a straight up regular playthrough, even if it was like really funny and they told stories and stuff, I don't think I would have gotten like the full experience, because it was kind of like watching 2 people play it while like giving you the developer commentary, where like you're figuring out like how it all fits together.
Huh, I should check that out.
Dude, I wonder what the developer commentary for Control looks like.
I don't know, but can we get through this?
How is that not a thing?
I don't know, but can we get through this?
Yes. Remind me to watch the video where the devs of Control watch someone play speedrun it in like an hour. Dude, that's like at least an 8-hour game or something. I don't know how someone speedran it like that. I mean, even like just like main quests or whatever. I'm just thinking a lot of dashing, I imagine.
Probably. Doom Guy doesn't have a dash ability. He's just in constant
He just walks
dash
sideways.
Mode.
He goes to the he goes to the gym. He turns on the I can't remember the name of the thing with the sliding ground. How do I not remember the thing that I was using earlier today?
I don't know, but yeah.
What is a treadmill? For some reason, no. He turns on the treadmill and then does those like side runs, like the crab walks.
Oh, like what Saitama does in like One Punch Man.
Yeah,
he's just like
strong hips. Yeah.
Yeah, I was fighting the Cyber Demon in Doom, and Taylor was here watching it, and he was like, "Wow, he just like sidesteps those missiles. He's like,
because
so
you don't
mega
have
fast."
That's the funny thing is that Doom Guy doesn't have like what's the word? A side dodge. You just have such a fast side speed that allows you to get around a lot of attacks.
Yeah. And you're just constantly running. It's like that in Assassin's Creed Origins too. That was one thing that like threw me for a loop when I first started playing Origins, because like I was so used to having like a run button, but the fact that you're just automatically running in Origins, I was like, oh, it's that kind of game, is it?
Yeah. Wait till you discover chariots.
Right.
So someone's like, look, horses are faster. Let's just put a thing with some wheels and just slap that on there. We'll be going way fast.
Right.
You know what I love? I think it was Lindy Bay. She was explaining how chariots were like a huge thing up until the stirrup became a thing. Because even though you can make like a saddle, it's just way more comfortable to be on we're more comfortable and efficient to be on a chariot where you can stand and support your weight than on a saddle without stirrups, where you're just like kind of being slapped by the saddle.
Right.
Because without stirrups, you don't have the leg support.
Yeah.
And this was before the stirrup, and so like So he was like, imagine the guy pitching the first, like, trying to pitch the concept of riding on a horse. They're like, yeah, we tried that. It hurt. It's like, no, check this out. We got leather, right? We make it the saddles, put little loops on the side, and put our feet in it.
Right. Read your line.
That's my line. Ugh.
Ugh.
So,
Read your line, Mike.
who's your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Some kind of Sith Lord. Something like that. And now he's trying to get you guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20.
Did you say like times 10 before?
35 elephants! Once saw an elephant the size of 5 elephants! I need to track down that episode of System Mastery and send it to you.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing gag that's still ongoing, where they're like, yes, these guys you meet some bounty hunters in the Star Wars cantina, and they're talking to each other like old-timey British hunters talk about their quarry, where they're like, I once saw an elephant the size of an elephant. I once saw an elephant the size of 2 elephants. I saw 3 elephants in a trench coat trying to get into an R-rated movie.
Wow.
It just kept escalating from there, and it's like, and then out of the sky we see the starship, and it's loaded with 14 elephants. It's one of those improv things where it just keeps rolling.
Right.
That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors, but like the bad kind, the kind that you beat up in God of War. It's
just cuts to him like
and
stabbing out.
Not in the old God of Wars. I mean the new God of Wars, where you end up beating up, like, you only getting those fights with guys who are actually a problem.
Really? Because I mean it was pretty brutal in God of War 3.
No, I'm talking about the new. I was saying the new God of War.
Yeah, but like God of War 3 was pretty fucking brutal.
No, are we talking about different? I'm talking about God of War 2016.
I'm talking about God of War before that, the third one.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that
Yeah, but when he fought gods in the third game, it was pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that it wasn't brutal. I was saying that
What are you saying?
I was talking about the context to which he fights the gods, where like early Kratos didn't need like a long bit of context. He was sort of getting revenge on any of the gods, so he didn't have to be like an absolute evil god to be on that like warpath.
I was just thinking of the scene in God of War 3 where he like stabs out Poseidon's eyes.
Yeah.
That's the image I always cut to when I hear someone talk about fighting gods. Just Kratos stabbing out Poseidon's eyes. Was it Poseidon? I'm pretty sure it was Poseidon.
Yeah, or like what was the god who had a glowing head?
Was his head on fire?
I don't know.
Because there was Apollo.
I think it was Apollo. He like pulled off his head, and then the rest of the game he uses his head as like a lantern.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, that's really dumb, but it also makes sense.
You know what's amazing to me is that every God of War game, well at least the main ones, have like
a disembodied head?
A disembodied head that you just carry around.
Really?
Like in the first game it was just a Gorgon, and then in the second game it was like some Mega Gorgon lady.
Mega Gorgon.
I think her name was Uriel or something like that. She was like a big fat Gorgon.
And then the third game it was
Apollo,
Helios. Whatever.
Yeah,
Helios.
Helios, yeah, it was a Helios.
Yeah, and then in the other one it's Mimir.
It's Mimir, except the latest one is the only one where the disembodied head like talks to you and is like not just a prop.
The Brotherhood of Traveling Heads. Look, what we learned from this, there's so it's poetry. It's repetitions of lines. No, it's I do like that it was the first time where he wasn't carrying an enemy on his belt.
Yeah.
Like, it just happened to be a series of events that led to him not having a head.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, well, see, I'm bound to this tree, and I'm stuck here, and then Odin is going to hurt me forever.
And then he, like, says something that Kratos doesn't like, and he's just like, I'm going to cut off her head now. It's such a great line.
But, yeah, it's like, what? Well, look, this can really end two ways. Like, you either cut off my head and you bring it to the Witch of the Woods, and she revives me, which is pretty great. Or you kill me and you do me a favor because now you can't hurt me. So, you know, just go for it and we'll see what works. But, like, bruh, how common is the technique that you just, like, put some herbs into his face and chant at him a bit and then you just bring back a head?
Yeah, but she was using god magic.
Or, oh, it probably was Jotun magic.
God. It was probably what?
It was probably Jotun magic. Everyone knows...
Jotun magic?
Jotun?
You just said Jotun.
I said Jotun.
You said Jotun.
I apologize to all of our ancient Norse listeners.
Do you like jalapenos? Do you like tacos with a corn tortilla?
Oh man, I love a tortilla. Put some queso on that, makes a quesadilla.
Jotun.
But yeah, it's definitely Jotun magic because they definitely established in that game that, like, the Jotun magic.
I thought Freya was an Aesir though.
Yeah, but Jotun magic was like advanced magic, and she definitely had the precognition that was common with the Jotun folks.
So it's like if you took
I don't think
guns
she was
into
an
the
Aesir. I
Fable
think
homelands.
she was a giant.
It's like if you took guns into the Fable's homelands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that work out?
Well, they never really got mainstreamed.
But it was implied that they just kind of took over the land.
Well, yeah. Well, guns definitely helped out Fabletown and the big fight because, like, Geppetto made a point of keeping all Mundi technology out of the homelands. And you know, it's one of those things that, like,
Giuseppe, however.
You know, Fables had this really crazy twist on, like, why Geppetto never came to invade the Mundi world. And it was like, they introduced a character that explained all of it, and it was one of those, like, things that are way more important, but only, like, take, like, one offshoot issue to, like, explain, and it's one of those revelations where you're just like, ah!
Oh, like when, like... So, like that line where the doctor in Jurassic Park says that none of the dinosaurs are like pure breed dinosaurs, that they're basically just a bit of dinosaur DNA combined with a bunch of other stuff to make them look like dinosaurs.
Yeah, well, basically what they wound up, so basically there was like a warlock guy named Kadabra, right? And the Empire was pestering him to be like, hey, be one of our warlocks, and he was like, no, and he, like, casted a spell to make Geppetto, like, not be interested in him, basically. But the spell became, like, so powerful that, like, anywhere he went to was just, like, off limits to the Empire because his magic would, like, affect the town as well. So Geppetto would be like, well, who cares about that place? It's not even worth the effort. Which is why he never wound up invading Fabletown. Because he was there and his magic was there, but he got, like, amnesia. So, like, he didn't even know that he was, like unintentionally protecting Fabletown from him all these years. And then he got killed.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Well, there's your bit of Fables lore.
Yeah. Yeah. And Sleeping Beauty flew into space and became a zombie.
He flew into space and well, hold on. So the thing about the zombie subplot.
Okay, let's read a few lines.
Was that a Fables thing, or was that coming from outside of Fables? Like,
well, no, it was actually, well, kind of both, because, like, the story where she got zombified did take place within the Fables comic itself, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in the Ferris spin-off that you don't necessarily need to read in order to read through Fables, but if you
what I'm saying
through it,
is
like,
that
afterwards,
are
a lot
zombies
of things
a thing
sense.
from, like, the homelands or something?
Oh yeah, they were in the homelands.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. It's like, if it was that, or if it was, like, a newer magic that, like, someone threw together.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that in a minute. Let's read a few lines first. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia...
Mamma mia.
Maya?
Uh-huh.
We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think?
Oh.
Hmm?
I can't. I have gas. I really tried, but I couldn't reach.
You couldn't reach?
I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again.
Oh man, what bad timing.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah,
I forgot to... I'll try my best I forgot to do that exercise where I climb up and down stairs on all fours.
I was supposed to go to the forest and punch like a bunch of bees or something.
Just go to the forest, find a beehive, punch all the bees
That's how
individually.
well, what was
We
that?
covered that in a previous episode.
Yeah, that
we
was our
don't need
joke
to
for
retread
Hiei,
it,
wasn't
but
it?
yes. As my training regimen involves climbing up a mountain on all fours and
Man.
punching a beehive, and then when the bees come out, punching the bees.
Shout out to anyone that watched Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, what a good anime.
It was...
I never watched the movie though, the Poltergeist Report.
Was there? Oh, there was a movie,
Yeah.
wasn't there?
I think I watched like the abridged version of it though. Anyway,
Yeah.
you're.
I'll
Oh
try
wait,
my
you already
best.
did that. It's okay, Mia. I hope so.
Monk worked ahead. Well, I hope so.
Monk, I hope so. Road work ahead. Well, I sure hope it does.
What are you whispering about?
About how
So
dumb
get
your
this:
face is.
Snow White becomes a zombie and gets goes into
It's
space.
Sleeping Beauty. That's the one.
Sorry,
Oh, it's nothing.
wrong princess.
Wrong princess. There are too many princesses to keep track
Look,
of.
there's
Who can
only
even
two
tell anymore?
interchangeable characters, and that's Jack, who plays as all Jacks, and Prince Charming, who plays as all Prince Charmings.
Yeah, that is true. Well, it's time. Let's set in. But back to the Sleeping Beauty thing. So basically, in the Fairest, so like earlier in the Fables comics during the war against Geppetto, they like strategically used Sleeping Beauty to put a bunch of people to sleep with her curse.
Uh-huh.
So for like years and years, she just kind of stays there in the homelands. They're like, yeah, we'll wake her up eventually, but like not yet, because we still need her there because evil Snow Queen is still there sleeping, and we haven't dealt with that yet. But basically in Fairest, she winds up getting waken up by Alibaba, and then the Snow Queen turns out to not be so evil anymore. And then Hadian, the girl who cursed Sleeping Beauty with the sleeping thing, showed up and was like, I'm gonna blow up Sleeping Beauty.
I'm going to blow up Sleeping.
And Snow Queen decided that she liked Sleeping Beauty and Alibaba and wanted to protect them. And then she summoned all the fairy godmothers that Sleeping Beauty had. And they fought against Hadian, and then they got their asses kicked. And then Sleeping Beauty just went up to her and like beat the crap out of her. Because somehow she was able to do that. Something about her magic blessings or something.
Something about advanced
advanced magic.
martial arts.
Yeah. So then they like turn her into a car, and basically the way the car works is that you can use it like 1,000 times or something.
No, the witch,
The witch.
not
gets
the
turned-
not Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. The witch Hadian, who is basically Maleficent. Maleficent is called Hadian in the comic because I guess that's who she is in the original story. I guess.
What if that's how the movie ended?
By the way, my real name's Hadian.
No. It's like as punishment from your crimes, you shall
She gets turned into
be
a
turned
magic
into a car for some reason.
For some reason, yeah. And so basically, the way it works is that like after 1,000 rides or whatever, she'll turn back into a witch. So the basic plan is to just use her up until she has one ride left, and then crush her in a car crusher or whatever. But after Sleeping Beauty goes on an adventure with her band,
That's a weird roundabout way.
yeah. But Sleeping Beauty is like plays in a band, so she goes on an adventure with her band, and then she gets like zombified there, and the zombification takes like months, and she is like wrapping up some last minute stuff in like the Fables, well, like towards the end of Fables, until she like gets in Hadian, who has like one ride left, and she's like, oh, after this ride, I'll be a free witch again, and then she was like, yeah, that's fine, so just drive to the end of the universe. And she was like, what? But the universe doesn't have an end. And she was like, well, it will, like eventually when everything's dead, so just do that. And then she like pricked her finger and went to sleep and was like, I don't want to be awake for being a zombie. And so she's just a sleeping zombie flying through space.
I figured that it's a stasis thing, so...
Well, I mean, she can be woken up again, but she's
well,
also
no.
flying through space, so who the hell's going to wake her up?
Well, no,
again?
what I'm saying is that I always figured that the Sleeping Beauty sleep curse was more like stasis.
Yeah, I think
And
it is
because of that, dude, in that case, it would have made way more sense for her character to end, but not in that tone, by being like, oh, wait a minute, and she pricks her finger and goes to sleep, with a little, like, note, with or tells everybody, basically, It's like, hey, wake me up when there's like a cure to zombieism. Bye. Because you could do that. You just, you know.
But I think that she's gonna come back because I just got done reading Ferris, and Ferris
some guy in a
has,
robot suit comes along. It's like, oh, my wife.
I just got done reading Ferris, and Ferris fills in like a lot of gaps that exist in the Fables comic book. But it like ends with Haiti Carr being like, "Oh, I feel the evil from this Goldilocks lady, and I'm gonna go fuck with her," and that's how the comic ends. And there's a sequel to it called Fairest in All the Land, which is more of a novel thing than a comic. But like, it's assuming that that's going to be a thing that happens.
Wait, so
Sleepy Beauty might be coming back.
Does that take place before or after the
Fairest
card?
in All the Land is after Fairest. And Ferris takes place during all the events of Fables.
What I'm saying is that, does that imply that the car came back?
Possibly. I think it's supposed to be covered in the sequel, which I've only just started reading. Which, again, is more of a novel thing than a comic.
What's the opposite of Eve, like a day after?
An Eye?
An Ive?
Like...
Ive? Yes.
Ive?
No, Ive as in I've got a plan. I've... December
16 a.m.
1000 a.m.
0.3. 1000 a.m.
It's
1000 a.m.
It's 1000 in the morning. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Are you doing Bane?
No, it just has an overlap, a bit of an overlap.
Bane sounding. Gonna blow up this courtroom. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Gonna blow up TGI Fridays. Mr. Von Karma?
Wait, are you voicing Von Karma or am I?
I don't know, what are you comfortable with?
Well, you're already voicing like 3 of the characters in this room.
Yes, because I do like it, and I also get a lot of mileage out of it.
If you want to voice them, that's fine. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what voice to go. But Mr. Von Karma? Mr. Von Karma? Is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here? Were I not completely prepared?
Oh my god, he's a douchebag.
Right? My apologies.
Don't apologize. He's even got the judge scared.
Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something?
No, but he probably thinks he is. How am I supposed to fight against this?
I call in the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. His first name is Dick!
His first name is Dick.
Richard Gumshoe.
Remember in the Titans TV show on the DC streaming service when Dick Grayson was like a detective for some reason? That was weird.
No, I don't remember that.
Did you watch the Titans?
For some reason, I was thinking of Teen Titans Go, not Titans.
No, I was talking about the shitty TV show.
You either die a Teen Titans, or live long enough to see yourself become a Teen Titans Go.
Oh my god. That... I haven't watched the second season yet. I don't even know if I'm going to. That first season was just... was not good. Okay, sorry Judge, I was thinking about how shitty the Titan show was.
He wasn't even green!
He wasn't even green! Beast Boy was only green when he transformed. And he only ever turned into a tiger! It was just Dick Grayson and
Anyone
friends.
can rent a tiger!
Anyone can rent a tiger!
Pretty cool, they had a tiger.
Dude, what if like Harley Quinn actually hired Beast Boy to come intimidate the bad guys by being a tiger?
The hard part is that their colors always clash.
Yeah. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how incompetent he is. I mean, let's see how this goes.
describe the incident now. Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please take a look at the map. Oh, cool, we got a map.
Yay, a map.
The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake.
By the way, real quick, before we move on from that, if you like the Titans TV show, good for you. Like what you want. I'm not trying to discourage people from watching it. I thought it was garbage.
I mean, well, that's the funny thing is that, like, if I've learned anything about a TV show, especially like comic-themed TV shows, is like they really do have a spectrum of viewership. Where like I've seen people on Twitter who are like, the Gotham TV show, and I'm like, oh, how is it? Oh, it sucks. I hate it, but I keep watching it.
Yeah,
like,
that's also.
And I'm like, I guess okay. Whatever. I mean, if it works for you.
I mean, it's kind of one of those situations where
like I've actually
I
saw a bit of Gotham, and it was okay. It had some little twists and stuff in it, but like. But it's so weird to see someone who's like, yes, this show, I think about it all the time. I like talking about it. Do you like it? No.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single episode of Gotham. I would like to, but I mean, just to say I did.
I feel like Gotham would be an even better premise if the premise was, what if Batman wasn't around? So instead of this is Gotham before Batman, it's just a complete alternate universe where it's Gotham trying to manage itself with all the villains and anti-heroes like playing off each other.
But then how would Jason Todd exist?
I don't know.
Because if Jason Todd's not part of this universe, then I don't care.
You ain't talking to Jason, I don't want to talk.
You ain't talking to Jason, I ain't talking to you. Jason's my guy, man. He's like my favorite Robin.
Oh, the Robins still exist, but they form some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of like alliance.
Like, yeah, Jason Todd is like my favorite Robin.
They're called they're called the Troop.
The Troop.
Because they're all acrobats.
The Troop. Jason Todd is my favorite Robin, but if you're like one of those people out there that saw Jason Todd in the Titan show and that's like your only exposure to him and you're like, why would you watch Jason? Or why would you like Jason? My advice to you is to go read Red Hood and the Outlaws, the Rebirth one, not the non-Rebirth one. Go to the Rebirth one. It's
just
great.
Imagining someone.
And then you'll know why I like Jason Todd.
Yeah, I could probably see that.
And again, if you do like the show, more power to you. Enjoy what you like.
I get lost in having, it's wild because every once it's what's the word? There's so much media to consume, but you can't just like eat all of it. You find like what you like at a certain moment. It's like a food that you want to eat, and so like. That's why a lot of shows like I just like didn't even get into, whereas like sometimes I'll just be like, yes, this like I'll just take an interest in one particular thing and stick with it because like I just can.
Right.
Yeah.
Your line.
I was one boat in the very middle of the lake.
One boat, no blanket, all day, every day. You ever go night-night? You ever go night-night? It's a Kevin Hart reference.
One pillow, no blanket,
It's like one pillow, no pillowcase.
Oh, it was one. I thought it was one pillow, no blanket.
I thought it was two, but then I went and watched the bit again, and I think it was one pillow, no pillowcase. I don't remember. I'll have to go.
Is that just what he was like sleeping on at the time?
No, it was like he was doing an impersonation of a dude, of like a thug dude, but like the sort of weird musical one, whereas like, or not musical one, but the kind where like instead of just being a thug, he just talks a lot. So he's just like, hey, you ever been to prison? I've been to prison. Nah, nah, nah. They just talk themselves up a lot. Just that impression of a thug
sleeping on a
talking
cot,
himself up.
one pillow,
Talking
no
about
blanket,
how he
no
was like,
pillowcase.
yeah, he was like in a jail cell. He's like, I had to sleep in a jail cell, one pillow, no pillowcase. You ever go night night? You ever go night night? Everybody go night night.
Okay. Well, that's what that bit was from.
Yeah, it's Kevin
I
Hart.
always thought it's got its own. That meme has its own legs, though. It definitely just kind of flows out on its own.
Yeah, it's a very memeable bit.
One man, one destiny, one pillow, no blanket.
It's called. There's 2 J. Michael Vincents, and it's called.
And
Two
there's
Brothers.
there's only what is it?
9
Jan Michael Vincents.
And there's 12 districts. I refuse to pass this bill that will allow more than 9 Jan Michael Vincents.
I don't even know. You know what? Okay, you know what's kind of drives me nuts though. The fact that like when you see a skit like that, and then like Rick and Morty, they're like, "Oh wow," and Rick's like genuinely excited about something. I'm like, bro, I wish you could get that level of excitement with like all the sci-fi shenanigans you get up to.
Well, it makes sense that he doesn't though, because it's just every day for him.
I feel like. Yeah, that's the funny thing is that like he and maybe it's because like all the sci-fi stuff, it's.
You gotta figure, the guy's like in his 80s, and he's been doing this shit for like at least 60 years.
I think it's...
Probably more.
My guess is that it's kind of like when you, the difference between listening to music and like playing music, where like it's a lot more involved. So he's like, oh yes, I have to clear up all the like code formatting on this device to make sure it works. I mean, it looks like it's really easy, but like I gotta like clean this portal gun thing every time I use it. So like when he's just like sitting down and watching, ball fondlers, which has nothing to do with balls. It's just like an action show. Like that's like his zen, I guess. That and using the toilet, as per established in a recent episode.
Rick and Morty appear as like bosses that you can go and fight in Borderlands 3, but they're called Wick and Morty, I think.
Really?
Yeah. One Punch Man is there too. And if you beat him, you get a gun that I think was called the One Pump Chump or something like that.
The One Punch Chump.
And it just like one-shots people. I have not gotten it, but I would really like to.
I saw that in a hentai comic once. It was like various battles, and now this guy, and it's clearly supposed to be One Punch Man, so you'd be like, ah yes, clearly he's going to win, and except it's One Pump Man, and he's just like, I have soiled my pants, and he leaves. He's kind of a chump. You know what I mean? It's so dumb. Man, you find I gotta
get in my head right
dude,
now.
I feel like that's like a thing. That's something that like I mean I'd never be able to make this sort of thing on like YouTube, but it's just funny things that you see in hentai comics, because like they're not common, they're sparse. Like most of them are pretty like straightforward, or they have like a basic sort of manga style like comedy, but like occasionally you get something like that, or it's just like really sticks with you.
Right. Actually, I think Dan from Game Grumps had a thing like that. One line that he was like quoting from some hentai comic was, I'm getting fucked in the ass while eating my own pussy. And it's just something that he'll like shout out in
my gosh,
situation.
I can't believe it at all.
I looked up that comic once. I can't remember what it was called, but I looked it up just to see if I could find it, and I did.
I think it involved clones or something.
Yeah, it had something to do with clones. I don't remember what it was called.
But yeah.
Get fucked in the ass with eating my own pussy.
I apologize for our younger listeners. Get out of here. This is not a show appropriate for you.
This is not a show for kids.
This is a show for matures only.
This is a black label. Well, we won't go that far, but like, there won't be any Batman penis in this stream.
I thought you were talking about that we're like really high class ham.
Yeah, or that.
Usually black label, and I imagine, yes, black label ham.
I was thinking,
have you seen that?
The DC black label
quality ham.
The one as big as me? Yeah, the one as big as you.
Go and fetch me the primest bat penis in all the town. I'll give you half a crown.
Half a crown for a Batman penis? I mean, God, like... Like, do I have something to put it in, or do I have to carry it all the way over here? Because, like...
You wrap it in newspaper, come on. Yo, man, you ever been one of those small British fishing towns? And you get down to the wharfs in the morning, get that fresh bat penis.
Batman's penis is now a collector's item, and it is the dumbest thing. Oh no, Batman penis. We have to recall all the Batman comics with the Batman penis and we'll shade it
Too
over.
late.
I apologize, that penis wasn't supposed to actually be seen. We just draw it to reference. It's like, yeah, but you didn't need to draw it just to shade over it.
Why did you draw?
I call bullshit.
You know, okay, on a similar note, that actually happened...
Oh, hey, wait. I need an adult, lol, says Gremlinda. Gremlinda. Like Linda, but a gremlin.
When did they... we don't have timestamps on the comment thing,
no,
so
we don't, but I think it was...
How early that was.
Hello, Gremlinda.
That's a cool name. That's like Gremlin.
We have a viewer!
Yeah, we have a viewer. That's pretty great.
Yeah, welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream.
We're talking about Batman's penis and how it's a collector's item.
Indirectly. We're talking...
Indirectly.
Making metaphors for that it was some kind of fish that you get in a small British fishing village.
I feel like I need to explain this, though. Yep, I'm a gremlin named Linda. Well, it's nice to meet you. So basically, Batman, there's the Black Label imprint, right?
Yeah, which is
for
for
mature
only.
idiots, and they're always Elseworld stories. So there was a comic called Batman Damned, right? And there was a panel that had Batman's penis in it, and people freaked out.
I've actually seen that. I'm pretty sure I've seen that panel.
Yeah, and it's just a little silhouette. It's not like in your face.
It is barely there. It's
you can tell that that he's well hung, but like. It's
well,
not
that's the funny thing is that I was thinking, bat penis. What do you mean? But like you look it up and it's like when you're doing the brightness settings on your TV.
Yeah,
and it's like adjust until the Batman
and people
penis
freaked
is barely
out
visible.
And people freaked out about it because for some reason people just don't want to let nudity and superhero comics be a thing for some reason.
Because remember, the average person didn't know that Black Label was an entirely separate print.
Yeah, but it said it on the cover,
on the physical copy. But when someone on the internet tells you there was a Batman penis, you're gonna think, oh, the main comics, that's wild.
Not for kids, but yeah. So basically, they recalled the comic books, got whatever people were willing to return, and then they released new copies where we shaded over, so there's no.
However,
so you can't see the silhouette.
You were one of the people who kept the original comic. That is a collector's item.
That is now a collector's item. So Batman's penis is now a fucking collector's item because people decided to freak out about a Batman penis in an adult comic, and they were like, "Oh no, penis!"
just imagine. Oh,
no, I need to finish my rant here for a minute. I need to finish my rant. It's like, never mind the defaced crucifix, or Harley Quinn's attempted rape, or Batman waking up in a coffin, or freaking creepy Spectre girl here, like, give me your soul, or the fact that he goes to hell in the end. No, it's the Batman penis that makes this comic uncomfortable for me. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being that person, reading this comic,
it must have
all this horrible shit, but no, it's the Batman penis.
Yeah,
it's just a penis.
I was gonna say, if it's got all that other mature stuff,
not a big deal.
I think it's because because all the other stuff is so mature that it would imply that it's already on the label, but it's in the realm of plausibility where someone could be like, oh yeah, maybe somehow that slipped into the regular comic, because that's the thing, is that they're never that sort of viral post about, oh, this was in the comic. They never mentioned that it was on its own imprint, and because of that, it went viral.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they said it on the physical copy.
They said it on the. I mean, yeah, obviously, when you're buying
they weren't on the internet though. There's no cover page when you get a digital copy to be like, hey, this is for mature readers.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that if you ever tried.
I'm just here, Lamau. Please continue. That's silly. We need more comic PPs and JJs. Yes, I agree. I would like to see Poison Ivy tits at some point, but now that's never gonna happen because Batman penis went and scared DC away from the nudity pool.
No, hold on. I was gonna say Sejeptic or whatever his name is.
Who?
The one who makes DC characters really hot. But then I remembered. Oh wait, I don't think. Yeah, but then I was like, wait a minute. I don't know if they actually draw like bits. No, think about it. They're really good at drawing like characters to be super hot and stuff. But like, if you like flip through like Sunstone or whatever, they actually do a lot of fade to blacks. I don't think they actually draw anyone's bits.
You know, I would really love some tasteful nudity in comic books simply because I feel like I would like one of the questions that keep me up at night is like, you know how like white people have weirdly pink nipples and black people just have like black nipples or whatever? So
Yeah,
I always wonder like what color are Ivy's nipples? Are they just a different shade of green or are they something else entirely? You know, it's questions like that keep me up at night.
According to a single pixel on someone's fan art, this is a whole story. So someone made cute fan art of Pearl and Amethyst. And they're just like kind of napping in the afternoon, just like shirtless or whatever. And there was like in their original draft, there was like a single pixel of a bluish nipple, like just barely like in the picture, like behind like a blanket. Like there was just like one pixel, and they're like, I forgot to fix that. And I was like, but you painted it, like. You had to put in all the details and stuff, which means that, like, somehow there must have been a long enough time between you making this whole thing, like, making that layer, and then you adding more details onto it that you forgot that you drew a nipple in the first place. The funniest thing about it, like, what's funny is that I do agree with the principle, though, that, like, if Pearl blushes blue, then it makes sense that she would have, like, blue nipples.
Right. Didn't Conan had some nudity, I think? I don't know, I was never a Conan guy.
I feel like it would, and now I'm mad because I wish that, now I'm mad because now I really want to see a Gail Simone run of Red Sonja where, like, they're actually allowed to be naked.
Red Sonja?
Sonja.
Pretty sure it's Sonya.
You know, you'd think...
I don't
heard speak Hyperborean.
Yes, but I've heard people say her name, and it's always Sonya.
She fought the Jotun.
She fought the Jotuns in Jotunheim.
Joseph Jotun.
She likes...
Jotun Joestar.
She likes tacos on a corn tortilla with jalapenos.
Just because the way Gale would write it would be hilarious, because it's like, yes, this character's allowed to be nude, and like half the time it's definitely not sexy because she's like in mud somewhere. Dude, did I even tell you about that?
I don't know, but we gotta start getting back to this dialogue, dude.
We're covering so much ground about fan art and...
Yeah, but like, we gotta...
Okay, remind me to tell you about Quiet.
Yeah, I'll tell you about Quiet. Wait, Quiet from Phantom Pain?
Yes.
The worst Metal Gear Solid game?
Yes.
Don't at me.
We'll get to that, though. It was an amazing concept.
Phantom Pain
I
was
read
fine.
this line, so just go to the
Phantom Pain was
the
fine.
button.
It was just,
if I had the button, I'd just hit the button and
I
be on the next line.
about Phantom Pain, but
I'm stuck on this line forever.
I'm getting
just
to
hit
it.
X.
Oh wait. Oh, you read that? Okay.
There were two men on the boat.
They were on a boat.
Now there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake.
Cool.
At 12:10 a.m., she heard two pistol shots. Wait.
Not one, not three, but two.
Hold on, that's different. This whole time we thought there was just one shot.
Two shots. Oh.
And no one else was in the room when it happened.
Ooh. Did you read that? Did you read that?
And then the boat then the boat started to move.
It was like what?
Went towards the boat rental shop. Give me the control.
Overhead map added to the court record.
Can you turn the fan down by one?
Sure.
Testify to the court about the arrest. Now.
Okay.
Wait, Mr. Von Karma? Yes. Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings.
What the fuck is that?
Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here.
That animation, though.
You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role.
Dude, I didn't think I could I didn't think anyone more Victorian looking than Miles Edgeworth would show up in this game, and then this guy walked into
I am
our
50%
lives.
frills by volume. It's like a Junji Ito comic. I take off my jacket on more frills.
You know, the Victorian style suit, the dim lighting, the creaky wood.
It doesn't even work. What is this, Eden 6? Swamp button.
Swamp ass.
For life. Yes, of course, you're quite right. Come on, Judge! You need more of a legal backbone to be in this business.
You know, it's amazing that this isn't just like Gotham-level chaos with how incompetent the detective and the judge seem to be.
I mean, I think it's all held together by the fact that there aren't many supervillains, because we figured out that, like, from Blue Corp, like, there was already, like, some, like, big level plots going on.
Right.
We just got into it.
Yeah. MGS Gremlinda says MGS 1 through 3's extensive codec dialogue, secrets, and quirkiness were my fave aspects. Japanese models, hidden porn stars, lol. Oh yeah, that was the thing. Did MGS 4 had codecs? IDK, never played it. Yes, MGS 4 did have codecs, and the codec conversations are definitely one of my favorite bits of, like, any game.
Oh yeah, they're like a solid, no pun intended, part of the game.
Yeah, they're great. I think some of my favorite ones had to have been in, like, the third game, especially when he was, like, talking about the glowing mushrooms. Hey, well, the glowing mushrooms, like, charge my battery. And he starts having a conversation in the background.
Yeah,
he thinks glowing mushrooms will charge his battery. Well, let him think it. What harm does it do? Comes back to the mic. Yeah, sure, why not?
Just cuts to that meme. Why are you booing me? I'm right. I ate the mushrooms and they charged my batteries.
Oh, dude. Oh, and that French lady in Peace Walker. Oh, man. She was
that
like
whole
one of my favorite
talking
characters.
about? What's your favorite?
Comparing macaroons to macaroni?
Note to self: do not ask a master of French cuisine what their favorite dessert is. You will be here for an hour. I forgot that there were so many, like... Dude, I could not even name that many French desserts. But yeah, there's a spectrum there.
But yeah, MGS4 has some pretty good, solid codec conversations, too. One of my favorite bits is when, like, Otacon's talking to him, and he's like, okay, Snake, here's the part of the game where we have to switch discs. And Snake's like, what the fuck are you talking about, Otacon? And he's like, oh, wait, we're on a PS3 now. So I guess we don't have to switch discs. Hey, isn't technology amazing?
It's just
like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's an actual thing.
Oh, I love remasters. Speaking of which, yo, Remedy, if you watch this particular video, can you please adapt Alan Wake to the PS4? Everyone who's playing Control really wants to play it. Please. Please.
John Wick?
Alan Wake.
Alan Wake. I thought you said John Wick. I was like, wait, there's a...
Dude,
what?
I would love Remedy to make a John Wick game.
I would love a John Wick game.
Because... No, wait, hold on. That might be a double-edged sword, because on one hand you'd have solid, like, combat and really good character work and stuff, but the problem is that, like, you would have to space it out really well, where between action scenes you, like, could pick up documents and learn stuff about the universe.
John Wick was originally a comic book by Dynamite Entertainment. 5 issues.
Not to be confused with John Wick, the actual person who makes tabletop games, and there's no relation. They just have that name. Yeah. I remember hearing, like, John Wick come into casual conversation or talk about tabletop games, and they're like, oh yeah, the thing about John Wick, and I was like, ha ha ha, is that a joke? And they're like, no, it's just their name. It's been their name since they were, like, born.
No, there's an actual game. There's an actual person. His name is actually John Wick.
It must have been really weird when the first John Wick came out. Because they're like, that's my
Well, it's like being named Doug when Doug was a popular cartoon.
I apologize to all you Dougs out there.
Yeah, seriously. Dude, and also... Okay,
Get out.
Okay, I'm done. I'll leave now. I'll take my headset off and put myself right out the room now. I apologize, audience.
Aaron! I can't do this without you.
You gotta try a line. The fucking said it. Game Grumps references. Aaron Hansen is my spirit animal.
You gotta draw a line and say, you gotta say, what am I willing to put up with today? Cuts to the TV and it's just this press B to blow. Not this!
Oh, we got way off track there. Were we conducting a trial?
I believe we were.
No, he's not! Oh, well, I thought we were. The arrest of Edgeworth. Man, oh wait, this is you.
I keep wanting to play music during this part, and then I remember that there's actually music during this part.
Yeah.
It's after midnight. Wait.
We'll come back to it, just keep reading.
Okay, we headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, thought he was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now.
Fuck off, Von Karma. Don't tell me what to do.
I'm doing my absolute douchiest to get his. I'm trying to get him as obnoxious as possible.
You gotta make him a little more gravelly. Make him sound like he just drank like a gallon of milk and smoked a carton of cigarettes. Think like the teacher from Yu Yu Hakusho mixed with a Solid Snake.
Mr. Gumshoe, please hold on to your eyebrows, or they will be held in contempt of court.
Oh yeah, his eyebrows are just waggling all over the place.
Yeah, he's got a lot of eyebrow going on.
He's like, yeah, I nailed it. He's like, I nailed it, right? That testimony, huh?
That sure was a testimony.
That sure was a good testimony, huh?
That sure was a testimony.
The arrest of Edgeworth.
I think it's supposed to be real cold tonight. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That's why I brought so many layers.
Oh yeah, good thing to have layers.
Okay, so here's the first thing.
Wait, we got a comment. I realize this game is a goofy parody of the judicial system, but damn, this is not how it works somehow. Yeah, I mean.
Look, hey, anytime you can tell me about the judicial system would be great, because I've been in like jury duty once, and it like got adjourned. So basically, I never seen like a real court going on.
I got called in for jury duty once, but well, I mean, like I got called in to see if I would get picked for it, and then I didn't. And then I went home and I was like, yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to see how the court system actually works.
Could be neat.
I'm thinking, oh, what if you had like, what if Phoenix Wright worked this way in real life, but like, whoever makes that, it's gonna be like really cynical and depressing instead of like interesting in a realistic way. You know, I want it to be fun in a realistic way. Like
like part of me is like, yeah, I would like to see more of how the law works, but like I also would not want to experience by sitting in a courtroom because.
Well, you'd get the summary. You wouldn't be like there for like, a couple hours.
I got like mad ADHD and like, man, you know how much I struggle to even pay attention in church, like when I go to church. My mind wanders like constantly to things that I'm more
I need to focus on this thing, my brain, and it's just Jinpo the Wanderer. I cannot stay. I must wander.
I haven't been to church in a while. Usually we go to midnight mass, but like that's the only time we really go to church. Yeah. So anyway, back to this. Man called into the station around early mass after midnight. Not sure what voice I'm going for here. We'll head it in the scene of the crime.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Oh well, I didn't. That was an accident. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Kitty, get off my keyboard. It's your line.
Oh! I forgot that, like, these are... I'm reading all the new lines, not the testimony.
Professional streamers.
Well, I'd say it was about, 3 minutes.
Cool. That's pretty fast.
Our motto for the month is, get that quick.
What the fuck is that voice? Are you possessed by a demon?
Detective. Now I gotta change his voice. He's gotta be. Detective.
That's how Doom Guy would sound if he ever talked.
No, I'm thinking of what's his name from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, the narrator guy who's like round
I always
one,
yeah, I always figured
fight.
the narrator guy was just the guy with the skull. And
I
the
don't,
guy, the skull guy.
I don't think
He used to run the Mortal Kombat like tournament.
is that what it is? I always thought that was just some random narrator.
He's the
voice.
guy that Phelan Porteous cosplays sometimes.
Oh yeah, Phelan Porteous. I wonder how
So
he's doing.
now you probably know what I'm talking about, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah, he did that Mortal Comedy show. That was
Shao Kahn, because he was a Khan, so it was Shao Kahn.
yeah, it was Shao Kahn.
Yeah, Shao Kahn.
Not to be confused with Komodo Khan.
Yeah, I mean, no one would confuse him with Komodo Khan. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
What?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
What?
I look forward to your next year's salary review.
He's like the anti-Dr. Cox of this. Cause like he's obnoxious and is always like.
Wouldn't the anti-Dr. Cox be someone who's really nice but doesn't help anyone?
No, it's because like
At the end of the
Dr.
day?
Cox in the show is like such an asshole like all the time, but it's always to like get a point across and to like help patients and stuff, and he's always like, yes, I'm an asshole, but then I'm an asshole because I'm like fighting for patients who need to live.
Man, the actor
and
had
I
a lot
want
of
you to
energy.
like really look at yourself and think about what you're good at. I am a dickhead. That is my teaching method. And whereas this guy is like, yes, I am like that too, except for all the wrong reasons. And I just want to put people in prison.
This guy just showed up and it's like, this guy just like showed up and he was like, well, clearly this trial will be defined as whoever has the strongest will, and I'm just going to keep trying to just force everyone to get by like a specific way of doing this trial, despite trials not supposed to work.
His
that way.
eyebrow like has a mind of its own.
However, my eyebrows shall not be held into contempt of court because I'm making the rules as I go.
Grim Linda's talking about the defense. Well, like the defense doesn't have to prove anything, but it does here also. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to correct your testimony like 5 or 6 times low. Yeah, pal, just get it right this time. Pat's back. It's okay. Thank you, Grim Linda.
Thank you, Grim Linda.
Do you work in law? Like in any form? Are you like a lawyer? Or
I mean, can you say legally if you do?
Oh yeah, can you say legally? Are you at liberty to say?
Are you at liberty to say?
Just cuts to like that guy from what was it, Home Improvement? I'm not at liberty to say.
Dude, I was in a play / tour once, and my character just had like a trench coat and like a little like plastic like revolver, and I was like, it's like, and we have to go in this direction. I'm guiding everyone, and one of the characters is like, so it's like, how'd you get a job here? I'm not at liberty to disclose that information. Oh, okay. How'd you get that revolver? I'm not at liberty to disclose that information. Or something like that. I got really used to using that as just my catchphrase.
That's awesome. Your line.
No, I read that line.
Oh. I look forward to your next year's review. I will look forward to this year's review of the
I look
punch in the
forward
face
to reviewing
that
your
I'm
salary
gonna give
soon.
you.
Hiya! Wow, that was an early 2000s reference.
Oh, dude, that
for
was
you.
like a super obscure reference. That's I Am
That's
Ninja.
not super obscure.
Really? I
There's
feel
probably
like
a
it's
lot of
obscure.
people who remember I Am
I've
Ninja,
never
but
met
it's
anyone else that knew what.
the thing
I
is,
Am
it was
Ninja
really big, but in like the early 2000s.
Brad Pitt's luggage.
Yeah, the saddest thing about I Am Ninja is the fact that like all of his references were before my time. So like, if I don't know if he's still going now, but like if he was doing stuff now, it would probably still be references that are like 10 years too old.
Possibly.
Like I really wish there was like a more modern. I really would like, dude. if there isn't an Ask a Ninja, someone should pick up on that niche. Like, that's a very specific market of, like, here's where I answer questions, but it's, like, all in this, like, fantastical world of, like, over-the-top action.
Dude, if we did, like, an Ask a Ninja thing, what would it be called? Ask a bird dog. Ask a hippo.
I don't know. It'd be like, I don't know, maybe
No.
ask a wizard or something. I know.
Dude, what if, like, Ask a Ninja, but it's, like, a Naruto ninja? Believe it!
Dude, but no, but like straight up like that. So it's like a lot of you'd have a lot of the same jokes. What are scene kids? Well, I could explain what scene kids are, but honestly, you shouldn't have to worry too much about scene kids. It's the unseen kids that'll get you. And then it just cuts to the clip of using a big painted sheet to look like a wall. Man, I love that gag.
Yeah, it's a good gag. Nah, I just watched a lawyer playing through this earlier, complaining and shaking his head all the way low. Really, really funny how he would freak out about almost everything. I mean, honestly, if I were a lawyer, I feel like I would too.
I'm imagining that's like a whole genre, isn't it?
Could you imagine, like, Nelson, like Foggy Nelson, playing this game, but he's like hanging out with Matt Murdock while he's doing it, so he's just like explaining to him all the absurdities of it. He's like, alright, so get this, Matt. Right now, this is happening. And Matt's just like, God damn it, that's not how the law works. This game is stupid.
It'd be one of those two-player Let's Plays, except you'd have to be saying what's on the screen while Matt like gives like some feedback. It'd be
If you don't know who Matt Murdock is, he's
it'd
a
be Foggy
blind
and Matt's.
if you don't know Matt Murdock, he's a blind superhero called Daredevil. He's from Marvel Comics. Not everybody knows who Daredevil is. I mean, people might all know who Daredevil is, but I bet you not everyone knows what his real name is. So I feel like I always have to like explain that.
Yeah, it'd be. No, at first I was like, maybe Foggy would play games and be like really serious about it, and then I was like, no, because he's serious when he's doing like law. That doesn't mean like he doesn't got like a lot more flavor to him. And so like I imagine that if he did do in this world where like he does Let's Plays and he's not got like a whole like legal thing to worry about or something, that I can imagine where he's like, and you see, here's the thing, and he's just like goes into all the, like, the legal bits. And it's like I don't know how this guy kept his job. I mean,
right? This judge, it's just awful. This weird like Master Roshi knockoff looking dude.
What? Bald men with beards in general are not Master Roshi knockoffs.
This judge was a failed Master Roshi clone. It's Clone Saga up in here. Do you not see all the peers? They look exactly the same.
He's just bald with a beard.
But all the peers look the same, so doesn't it stand to reason that the judge is also a clone of someone else? That's someone else being Master Roshi?
Maybe they cloned other judges. I don't know.
Carrots and peas. Did you read that?
So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir.
Oh, I fucking hate this guy. That's where he's done this.
At least I didn't reuse my Patrick Warburton voice. I apologize for Patrick Warburton.
Well, Mr. Your Honor, here's the thing.
Are you asking the...
Are you asking the title of my personage?
The nomenclature of my personage. Name for the record, please. Yeah, I'm not gonna read the green text because it's.
No, of course not.
Nick. Doesn't it seem like Detective Gumshoe is being a little vague?
I bet Von Karma is feeding him lines. I bet you're reading my freaking mind again. Get out of my head!
That's what I was thinking.
Get out of my head, Mia. His testimony is probably filled with landmines, just waiting for me to press.
What do we do?
Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do?
Okay, the first line... Well said, Nick. You're the man. The first line is what really got my attention.
Yeah, the one with the...
station. Because if that means it wasn't Lotta.
Lada! For any Archer fans out there. Wait, he said something about there being 2 shots, right?
That and 2 shots, but we'll get to that. I always go from first to last statement.
Okay, so the 30-minute one?
No. Let's see. Yeah.
Well,
Sorry. Yeah, it's the man part that got my attention.
You received a call from a man?
Yeah. What kind of man?
Was he... what were his likes? What were his dislikes?
Well, he was some kind of man with a power.
What power?
We believe it was the power of the voodoo.
Voodoo?
You do.
Oh, you what?
Remind me of the man.
What man?
Wait a minute. It was you. It was Phoenix who called.
Phoenix is the man with the power of voodoo.
You know, you really remind me of someone. Oh, who? The Babe. What's the Babe? You know, the one with the power.
What power? Oh, it's the power of voodoo.
Why would it... Why would a baby have the power of voodoo?
Man, I seriously think that David Bowie's pants were just painted on in that movie.
I don't know. I've seen painted clothing, so that's different. But still, yeah.
Yeah.
Very tight. This is
yeah.
your line, dude.
Oh wait, she messaged again. I didn't read it. Whenever the prosecutor would interrupt Phoenix with questions, he would totally lose it and start yelling, "No, it's my turn! You're not allowed to do that! Haha! Funny shit. Voodoo Baby is real. Gremlinda confirms that Voodoo Baby is real.
Right.
Thank you, Gremlinda. Now we know. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
Objection.
Stop objecting me, Von Karma. I object your
The woman
objection.
and the man who called in the report, 2 different people, obviously.
What was his first name? I don't remember. Was it like Manfred?
Manfred, I think.
Manfred. Different people?
There were 2 witnesses.
2 witnesses?
Well, if he's claiming that, then sure, that means we have 2 witnesses.
Irk. Anytime...
Here's the problem. If the witness... Hold on.
Anytime a character like repeats something another character said, I always think of like Solid Snake or Big Boss from MGS because they do that like constantly. Hey, look, here's a gun. Oh, a gun. Well, what kind of gun? Oh, it's an automatic assault rifle. Oh, an automatic assault rifle. Oh.
Oh, what day is it? It's Friday. Oh, it's Friday.
Friday, huh?
Oh,
It's
nice.
Friday?
It's Friday.
He always like repeats it in
What?
the form
No.
of a question though. What day is it? It's Friday. It's Friday? Yes, it's Friday.
I was doing a Rat Teens reference. Real deep cut for you there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Rat Teens.
How could you ever forget about Rat Teens?
We watched that on my birthday. That was how we spent my birthday, and it was...
Hey, I'm Poppy.
I don't remember how it goes.
You're Iris.
Iris.
And our bones are fused together.
Our bones are fused together.
We were
At
born
the hip.
inside a sewer. Zelda normal people found us. And we...
We're Rat
Something
Teens.
and...
The show's called
the
Rat
Rat
Teens.
Teens. It's,
Oh, man.
It's
That...
surprisingly self-aware. The animation is so simple, and yet the what's the word? The
Rat Teens and 12-ounce Mouse are like my go-to weird, obscure
Like-
cartoons.
where the animation is level 1, but the commentary,
Yeah.
but the social commentary is like actually better than expected.
Are you drunk? Not drunk enough.
Well, no, with 12-ounce Mouse, it's not the social commentary. It's more like the it's like the plot thickens, but it doesn't thicken.
And then they're like, turns out they're in a virtual reality, and then nothing gets resolved, and they just stop making episodes. It was
Wait,
weird.
so what you're saying is 12-ounce Mouse could just cross over with like Saints Row?
Probably. I can do anything. Can
Their
you do
testimonies
How about
were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping.
it? The woman who was camping. The woman who was camping.
The woman who was camping.
A lot of heart.
They did surgery on
She
a
had
grape.
a lot of heart. She reminded me of the babe.
They did surgery on a grape?
It's surgery on a grape.
Yeah, Snake, they did surgery on a grave.
That's surgery on a grave. Why would they do such a thing?
To test the precision of the Metal Gear.
To test the precision of the Metal Gear?
What happened next, Detective? I keep changing this guy's accent.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I'm just all over the place.
I'm all over the map.
We headed to the scene, although I already said this.
Yeah, you did. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. I didn't suspect him of anything at all. I want to get to the 2 gunshots.
Because that also
Oh, wait, he's not mentioned here. Wait, is it in the evidence?
Let's see here. Station.
Autopsy report. Autopsy report. Caused 1 bullet shot to the heart. And the testimony says 2. Not his. Someone at some point said something about 2 shots, but I can't find where Gumshoe says.
Just keep scrolling through, did you not?
I mean, I scrolled through and I didn't see it. I am as best as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth, and I didn't suspect him or anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So I had to so it doesn't say anything about the 2 gunshots. Okay.
Okay, let's just start from the start and keep moving our way forward.
Tell a story. Start from the beginning. When you get to the end, stop.
We got that one.
We did that one. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Hold it! What was Mr. Edgeworth like?
Did he have like a bullet wound at the time?
Did he remind you of a babe?
You know, he looked a lot like a babe.
He has a very babe face.
He's got a certain kind of power.
What kind of power?
Thermoelectric? What, like, solar? Chemical? No, just pure energy.
Just pure
what was
energy.
What was that part of? Oh, laser collection.
Yeah, laser collection.
Man,
Dark Octopus, blah!
I like the... I like how that specific scene is like has so much more like character than the rest of the series. So it's like, this is an odd random. This is a mystery.
This is a mystery. This
they
game...
found traces of pure energy at the scene. What, like chemical, solar? No random.
Just pure energy. And his mustache starts getting all crazy.
And his coffee cup keeps changing. So it's like, I hate Mondays. I hate dolphins.
Yeah.
I hate coffee cups.
Right. Gremlinda says this game needs a prosecutor rapper just spitting bars nonstop. Yes! Hell yeah! That's what we need in this game. What was Mr. I 100% agree with that statement.
Perhaps.
My name is Von Karma, and I'm here to say I'm gonna prosecute your ass in the future.
What are you doing in my courtroom? Get out of here.
Get out of here! Some more Game Grumps references for you. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really.
God, that fucking voice.
Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion.
Well, I don't require your attitude.
How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, Detective. Hard, cold, objective facts.
Just pure
energy.
facts. Or evidence.
Just pure
evidence.
facts.
Just pure factual evidence. Evidential facts.
Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections. I'll press everything until we have some clue of what to do. Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know.
Oh, I should know.
You have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Why? Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings.
Oh my god.
Deep, like my voice, trusting, poppycock.
Deep, like my voice, trusting, unlike my voice, poppycock, unlike, like this judge, who is poppycock. I don't know.
That is bull wash.
This entire courtroom is out of order.
I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. I got a bad case of the yawns for some reason. Oh, sorry, more of a.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue now.
The next morning, I found my body was on the lake. That's that. Did you find any clues on the body?
Single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart.
And you're to blame.
And you're to blame. You give lawyers a bad name.
Well, karma gives lawyers
Judge,
a bad name.
Here's the bullet. And here's the gun with my fingerprints on it. Turn me in. Wow, that was a really quick mystery.
Now I'm thinking of like the cop-out movie where he like has the gun in a bag, he like just like drops it on the desk. He's like, check it out, this gun, drops gun. That's a gun! It's in a bag, it's fine.
It didn't strike bones, but its shape is well preserved. Yeah, I noticed that. I was going to point out that most bullets get all mushroomy. Very well. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence.
Cool. More evidence. So, press that. Well, why is that?
We found the murder weapon in the boat.
Murder weapon? A murder weapon?
A pistol.
A pistol?
Detective Gumshoe.
Detective Gumshoe?
What? That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Sorry, right. Sorry, Your Honor.
So now he's revising his testimony.
The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence.
Yeah.
The next morning.
That's backwards. We found the link, the murder weapon.
Oh yeah, check the go to the. Can you? No. I was gonna say, can you check the gun?
What about the pistol made it? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence?
Is it the right caliber? That's my question.
Oh, maybe.
Because if it's not the right caliber, then it's definitely a setup.
Yeah.
Or partial.
Yeah.
Just.
Ack! He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. Edgeworth did do that at one point. Didn't? I think he did. This. It's not a laugh.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat.
And a boat. It was found on a boat.
There were clear prints.
You all right there, Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
Someone please get the detective some water. He seems to be stumbling over all his words.
Is he right-handed?
I don't know. What? Clone sucker! See? Look at all those guys.
Order! Order! So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question.
Plot twist. Miles Edgeworth is a clone of Von Karma. Everyone in this game is a clone.
Accepted into evidence.
It's still added to the court
What?
record.
You didn't look at it.
No, because I can't yet. Read your line.
Because you missed a vital piece of data.
I can go back and I'll look at it now. You want me to look at it now?
Yeah,
We'll look at it
what
now.
It says.
The murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired. Wait a minute. Fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth right. Edgeworth's right hand is what I was trying to say.
Members of the court.
What?
We now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol?
Oh, God, excuse me. Sorry.
Yes, the ballistic markings on that bullet matched the pistol. Hey, Nick.
What?
I got some steak. It's here in my pocket.
I have another pocket for steaks.
What do you mean ballistic markings?
I have another stomach for ballistic markings.
Is it the rifling pattern?
I don't know.
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something so basic as ballistic monk. She's a monk. She's not a.
Yeah, she's a monk. She's
She's
not
just here on a.
She's
here
not.
to
I don't
look
think
at papers.
she's even like legally allowed to be here technically.
No, well, as far as hold on, let's ask our friend in the comments if that's a thing. Can you, if you have, do you need someone? If you have, if you're a lawyer, can you have a lawyer's assistant that doesn't necessarily even have like a law degree? They have like a monk degree, just completely unrelated.
Can a monk just show up and like?
Well, not show up. I mean, if you have them on retainer
But
as
that's
an
what
assistant.
she did though. She just showed up and was like, "I'm a monk and I'll be your companion."
Yeah,
now.
what I mean though is that it'd be very easy for him to be like, "Ah, yes, here's paperwork done. You are now part of the thing, but you're as an assistant, not an attorney. You do not count as an attorney in any case."
Yeah. Gremlinda says a good lawyer knows the law. A great lawyer knows the judge. A great lawyer or Greer? That says Greer, but I think you meant great.
A Greer lawyer.
A Greer lawyer knows the judge. But yeah. Oh.
Sorry about that.
That's. Oh no, you read that already.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
He's glaring at everyone, Maya.
Stop looking at me with them big old eyes.
Don't make eye contact. Don't look
his
at
eyes.
Don't look directly at his eyebrow.
His eyes, out of spite, get larger.
No, just don't make direct eye contact with his eyebrow. Whatever you do.
Just
It's like the one
just
eyebrow.
Maya across the room. Go ahead, glare at me. Every second I'm alive, every second I live in spite of you only raises my self-esteem.
Your line.
Oh no, the line was every second I breathe without your permission just raises my self-esteem.
Oh, okay.
It's actually, Judge, you do it. Me?
Who, me? What am I gonna do in a submarine?
Ahem. Ballistic markings are like fingerprints of a gun. Barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate.
Quite accurate.
Indeed. What? Oh, hold on. All my stuff's falling down. I'm trying to put this away in my backpack, actually.
Probably a good idea.
This leads to one inevitable conclusion.
Gremlinda says, IDK, that's a good question. Do lawyers even bring in assistants to trials? That is also a good question. I don't even know, man. What are you doing?
Man, I should not be sweating when it's this cold outside. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. Pistol which, as you may recall, was covered in the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order!
This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it.
Well, hold on. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point, but that'd be a lot of work.
Then the game will be over, and
this gavel's real heavy today. I'm just gonna see how this pans out. However,
edgy boys.
You gotta hit the button for me to read it.
I was reading the comments in the comment section. No!
Because you can't read the comments and hit the button at the same time, and I gotta read the lines.
Yeah, well then do you. Okay, would you rather read the comments or hit the button? Well then, here, you held the button. You pushed the button.
You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, and I will take a brief break.
Oh, good.
I will call my witness after the recess.
Recess.
It will last 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Judge? Yes? What are you doing? 10-minute recess, now!
Oh my god.
But, wait, Just bang your flimsy... Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Ahem! This court will take... And then my voices for them are too similar. I need an accent or something. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Feel that cool air.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right, I'm hitting the button.
Yeah, you're hitting the button. Go, give me back the control. You forget you're hitting the button.
You're lying.
Who's running this court anyway?
And it cuts to Larry Butts. I became the manager of the courts. Somehow got elected mayor.
December 26/11/09 AM District Court defendant lobby no datu.
Thank you.
Edgeworth, what's going on here?
Well, hey, Edgeworth, what are you doing here?
Edgeworth, and Edgeworth's here too for some reason. Gremlinda says this double commentary is great. You guys are hilarious. Good stuff. No alarm, no shush.
Oh, okay. We really got to talk about that alarm.
Hey, look, man. Don't you worry about my alarms.
You want to see? Look, let me show you how I do my alarms. Okay, let me show you something.
I know how to turn off an alarm, dude.
No,
I just
you don't,
keep
because
forgetting
it's gone off every time we've been.
I just keep forgetting to.
Okay, then go to your phone right now.
Well, the alarm's already gone off, so there's no point in doing it now. We're not streaming tomorrow.
It's set to go off every night, though. Set it so it goes. It doesn't go off at this time on these nights, because this is when we're streaming.
Yeah, I guess it could.
Because look, if you
we're
look
also not normally streaming this long.
Yeah, but if you look at this, see how I got a 10 o'clock thing? It's on the nights that we don't stream.
I know how it works.
And you can set one for 10:15, 10:30.
Yeah. I get it. I got
nice.
the concept of it. I'm not very new to technology. It isn't that I don't know how to do it. I just keep forgetting to do it.
Well, I'm reminding you now.
Well, thank you for the reminder. I appreciate it.
Giving him a pat on the shoulder.
Pats on shoulders keep me alive. Wait, hey, buddy! You are a kitten. That's a big world. You're not going outside. Get out of here. Get away from the door.
I think the cat's name is Buddy.
Yeah, I got a kitten named Buddy.
He's a little guy.
He's a little guy, and he keeps trying to get outside.
It's literally gonna be below freezing tonight.
Below freezing, he'll get sick and die.
As in,
it'll be a kitty sickle.
It's gonna be so cold out there that your cat might just be like, you know what, I'm going back inside.
You're gonna be a Jill Sickle.
Then again, I don't know how logical cats are about that. What?
Jill Sickle.
You were almost a Jill Sickle.
You were almost a Jill Sickle. Some Resident Evil reference for you.
Just imagining other traps with other dumb lines for them. You know, like swinging blades, and it was like, you were almost Jill Fillet.
Dude, I would love it if they made that a thing in the Uncharted games.
Maybe.
Yeah. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Oh, I already read that.
Man, what if Remedy made a Resident Evil game where you went around, fighting the monsters and collecting documents on them?
I don't know, but I really want to play Alan Wake. And Control.
Dude, I gave you half the money.
I know, and I don't have the other half yet.
What? I thought you were getting your money today.
Yeah, well, I got it a few days ago, but most of it went to bills. I gotta wait till I have a check that doesn't go to bills.
I thought you got a huge.
Bro, I'm in the process of buying a car. I don't have spending cash right now.
Right.
I do appreciate the half that you gave me, and I will put use to it as soon as I don't have a car to pay off.
It's a good game, Bob.
Yes.
You're gonna get it.
I will get
But yeah, however, you know how I was mentioning those YouTubers that they were playing Control, so I was like, I can't watch their thing because I haven't played Control. Well, now I have played Control, and I might watch that, but now they've been streaming Alan Wake, which I'm like, yay! Because it's not on PS4, so I can't play it. But now I can go and look at it. I think the other Remedy games, Max Payne and Quantum Break, are on PS4. I think Max Payne was
I don't think
ported.
Max Payne is on PS4.
I thought it was ported to PS. Hold on.
I hope it was.
Those are the comments. Check that out. I remember looking that up, and I wasn't quite sure.
Max Payne is something that I really want to play. I can't remember if I thanked Gremlinda for the compliment, because she gave us a compliment. So thanks for the compliment,
Thank you so much, Gremlinda.
She says the double commentary is great, and that we're hilarious. That is our goal. Our goal is to be hilarious. My line. Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon.
You are fingerprints were on the murder weapon.
I have become fingerprints. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo.
True.
So only one in there was you, Edgy. So tell me what's going on, Edgy boy. Was that you in the boat?
Yes, it was me.
Whoa! What?
But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him.
Then who did?
I mean, if he was in the middle of the lake and it's 22 caliber bullet, that's a real hard shot to make. I'm just saying that from like a ballistic standpoint.
Right,
It's just
right.
like, yes, but we got the perfect man for the job. It's just like Deadshot with his digital thing. It's got to calculate wind resistance, the Coriolis effect or whatever.
Dead
I can't
shot
remember.
never misses.
I can't remember what it's called, but I like what Deadshot mentions the, I think it's called the Coriolis effect. It's literally the effect on a projectile that is the rotation of the Earth.
Huh.
Which is funny because, like, you never have to calculate that unless it's an extremely long-range shot, like, out of a cannon.
Huh.
So, like, the idea of Deadshot, like, when he knows, like, all the firearms, he literally knows all the firearms, including cannons. So it's like, yes, I need to make this an artillery strike with perfect precision. Oh yeah, we just got Deadshot for that. he's been really fun at the Civil War enactments. He gets a little excited.
Dude, could you imagine Deadshot in a Civil War enactment?
Well, that's
I
the
would
thing
love
is that
to see that.
I just the problem with that is that he's
No. Okay, he's in that, but so is Deadpool, and they're fighting on opposite armies.
I'd be a little worried that Deadpool would be using live ammo. In like a musket.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Deadpool, I could picture using live ammo, but
Yeah.
Deathstroke, I'm not so sure.
The thing is, I can imagine them somehow doing that if it was really important for some particular reason. But the thing is, they would be just out of sheer habit. They'd be lining up their shots precisely. They'd be really in the motions of like reloading and stuff. But there'd be something hollow about it where, like, yes, this would have been a perfect shot if there were any musket balls in this thing. I started putting stuff in there. It's like put a plastic ball in there just so it would pop out. The ballistics are all wrong though. It's like styrofoam, just and it just stops 10 feet in front of you.
You don't know.
That's Deadshot's kryptonite, giving him a weapon that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know, he's got like he's like, oh yeah, I can hit someone with like a Nerf gun. Just it's got a limited range.
He's like Sniper from Yu Yu Hakusho, but with like guns and stuff.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting concept.
Yeah. I like Sniper.
My proposal for a Sniper was, do you think he figured out his powers when he like flicked a booger and it went through a wall? Because his power isn't... He's called Sniper because he can hit stuff from a distance, but, like...
he doesn't use guns, he just kind of, like, flicks things from his hand.
He can flick things off of a finger at super high speed.
He infuses what he launches with, like, his spirit energy,
yeah.
So it's all, like, spirit energy coded. Unlike Kuwabara, he needs, like, a focus point, which Kuwabara did need at first, but then he got to where he didn't.
I think Sniper usually used, like, dice or something?
Dude, that's something that I just thought of. So, like, Kuwabara... in that same sense, needed a focus point to channel his spirit sword when he first unlocked the power, but then he didn't, and it was just pure energy. So do you think that if Sniper, like, kept doing Sniper stuff, he would have eventually been able to just conjure up, like, solid spirit energy bullets? Instead of, like, infusing shit with spirit energy?
Yeah, but I feel like he'd lose a bit of his gimmick in that. Because it's kind of like if, like... it's kind of like Gambit with the cards. It's like, oh yeah, I can just put kinetic energy into something really lightweight and make it a weapon. I just realized that might be what they inspired them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, you just put spirit energy into a die and makes it
maybe.
like 100 pounds or
That'd be
whatever.
cool. You don't know? Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot very close by. Fell from the boat. Can't say why, but I thought at the time he had shot himself.
You mean it was a suicide?
That's the only explanation I can come up with.
Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that?
Why is this so complicated? What is it you're not telling me? It's just like, okay, so let me explain Kingdom Hearts. He's got like the Kingdom Hearts logo under his like ruffles.
Which Kuwabara? The one from Yu Yu Hakusho, yes.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho, Kazuma
Not Yu Yu
Kuwabara.
Hakusho. It's Yu Yu Hakusho.
Spirit Detective.
Spirit Detective.
What? There was the Kuwabara.
He didn't do a lot of spirit detecting, did
No,
he?
he didn't. It was mostly just demons and shit.
I feel like that's the buried lead there. That's like an alternate universe where Yu Yu Hakusho was like mostly spirit detection.
Yeah.
It was more like a Ghostbuster than a tournament battler.
Yeah.
Which like would have been a good show because like I feel like there's so many. I feel like DBZ sort of established the gold standard of like tournament arcs, and I feel like we didn't necessarily need more of them.
I don't know, but Grumlinda is requesting Kurama Yaoi fanfic of, I guess, of Kuwabara and Kurama. Yeah, I could see that. Hey, you're an artist. You should draw that.
It's outside of my wheelhouse.
Gotta find someone we can commission for that.
I'm sure that already exists in some
Dude,
mind.
if we like play Death Stranding and we need something to just like fill in for narration, can we just look for Kurama Kuwabara fanfiction to read?
No. However, I can show you a picture of Death Stranding figures as Legos. The one for Norman Reedus just has this pile of Legos in the backpack. It's just they just kept putting more units onto him. It's amazing. It's really great.
I don't know. I think I'd be more of like a Kurama Hiei shipper myself. I think I'd ship Kuwabara more with these guys.
I feel like that would work too.
But
honestly, there's not a ton of chemistry.
Yeah.
And if there was though, it would be interesting to see more of a Kurama Hiei dynamic.
Yeah. I could see Kurama and Kuwabara
Also,
for like the
Kuwabara
thematic.
with just any like random demon lady would be great.
Yeah, that too.
Just that.
Yeah, I feel like Kuwabara and Kurama might have like more better aesthetic appeal though, because they got that like thematic redness going on.
Really?
I don't know.
That's why we ship them.
That's
they
why
have
we ship
red
them.
hair.
They have red hair. Kurama and Hiei, Yusuke and Kuwabara, Toguro, and never mind.
No, leave them out.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on. Which Toguro?
Yeah, that's another question.
Neither.
Which Toguro?
The answer is neither. Get out of here.
Toguro. No, wait, that's weird and creepy.
Wait,
Plus,
so your first name is Toguro and your last name is Toguro? In the how about for the English adaptation? It's just Toblerone.
Toblerone.
I remember that in like I seen that in the like comments. What?
I could see younger Toguro with like the grenade guy, maybe.
Grenade guy.
Grenade guy. There was a grenade guy. He had the mask. He took it off and he turned blonde.
No.
He turned into you don't remember him?
I don't. I remember that there was a lot of like interesting gimmicky folks.
It's
in
like a grenade guy.
Second tournament arc thing.
Oh no, that's the only thing I can think of. Oh, maybe Toguro and Rando.
Yeah, I guess.
Say Maya.
And then hold on, and then let me think. I'm gonna go with nah. None of the remaining characters I can think of actually work. I was like, oh, I know Chinfo, and I don't know much. I don't know who we'd get along with. Shinpo's arc is that he goes home and finds his son. You know what blew my mind?
What?
Someone's like, what if you know how like there's like a whole like series of forms of media that are now revolving around like adult dads and their and like taking care of their children. I think it's coming from like an entire generation of creative persons like having that specific feeling, now being old enough to be creative directors.
Huh.
So that's what they're all doing.
That's neat.
So like everything from like, what's the word? Everything from like, maybe not BoJack Horseman, but everything from like God of War to The Mandalorian. It's just dad of. It's just the story of a dad.
Yeah. Dad stories are nice.
All these creative guys are like, I'm a single dad, and I must tell my story. I wonder how many are actually single dads, and how many are just like sort of tapping into that same well, though. Like it's just a collective consciousness feeling.
Yeah.
Huh? What? I was talking about the theme of dads. Oh, Death Stranding. There's another one. I mean,
Death Stranding.
Your
Is that a
baby...
dad story? Oh yeah, because you carry the baby
you don't
around.
really like. It's not like a dad of a kid. It's the dad of like basically a not even born yet baby.
From what
but the central theme being that like you're still like you gotta take care and protect this.
Yeah, I didn't play much of Death Stranding. I'm gonna get back to it once I have like more time to devote to it. But like from what I did play, there was definitely like a sense of I must protect this creature that he had when he got the
like,
baby.
You rock it to sleep.
Yeah,
by
you can
moving
rock
the
the baby
controller.
to sleep.
And you were like, oh, what happens if I shake it too hard? I was like, do you know nothing about babies? Oh my gosh.
Taylor was with me when I was playing Death Stranding, and I was like,
oh,
what
yeah,
if I went like this?
And then it was like, whoop, 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 whoop. Nope, that's dangerous. Don't do that.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh, come on.
Poor baby. Any progress?
Oh, you better hope this gelatin around me is real thick. Powerful tiny fists.
Powerful tiny fists.
More Scrubs references for you.
Oh man, I love Scrubs. Any progress with Mia?
Oh. I thought I had something, but it was just gas.
Okay.
I know.
Smells like asparagus.
Oh no.
Smells like Swedish filalala.
Oh no. I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? I can't call my sister. Might as well not be here, right?
Nah, you're useless.
Man, what is up with... I really want more video games with, like, more personalized options and less, like, obvious good guy, bad guy answers.
Yeah. No, I need you here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right?
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better.
Gramunda says, Botan and Keiko, Yusuke and Miyuki? That trans demon? Oh yeah, there was a trans lady demon person. Remember her?
Yeah, no. I think.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the... No, I'm thinking of... Was it Hiei's sister? No, I'm thinking of... Yeah.
Yeah.
And also... That's the funny thing. I'm pretty sure Botan and Keiko had, like, more, like, chemistry.
Dude,
they were on screen more often.
Dude, I would totally be down for a Keiko Botan ship.
I feel like they've got more shared pages, and they've also been in more scenes together. It kind of works.
Yeah.
Speaking of scenes together, you know what? I think I mentioned this once before. I need to get around to showing my little sister this episode of My Little Pony that is, I forget what the episode's name is, but it's in the later seasons, and it's literally all background characters.
Yeah.
It's just like a celebration of background characters and the jokes about the background characters. So the main plot is like setting up an important like event, and they're like, oh, there's a in the background there's this like big monster thing, and the main characters or whatever, the princess and her friends are fighting it, and they're like, well, should we cancel it? No, they'll probably have it done by the afternoon. We'll still get it done. And so they're like planning, they're all like putting together some sort of like event, and it's all the background characters, but like they pulled out all the stops where like every background character gets like dialogue there, and it gets like just a hilariously deep where it's like they establish why like was it Bon Bon has had different voice actors, which is like the chain. You ever wondered why I appear and disappear and show up in weird places? My voice changes. I'm actually a secret agent. And I'm like, well, we have already covered like time travel in this show, so honestly, at this point, it just works. But yeah, Also, and they brought back the, was it a thing that was literally only in memes called the Twilight cane, which is just a cane with a little Twilight on it. And I always wondered, oh, how did that become a meme? And it's because it's a prop that Discord used, not Discord the service, Discord the character.
Right.
It's a thing that appeared in his hand at one point as like a prop, and somehow that specific thing became like a meme in the fandom. And so the fact that that's like a physical prop in the show is just hilarious.
Oh wow.
I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm not a spirit medium. Can contact spirits. Gotta go to my fallback job. Just hanging out in the Pokemon Tower and throwing 20 cents at whatever kid can beat my Ghastly.
Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Just gets to like
Really?
Joel from Last of Us. We all run out of luck at some point.
cuts to Mia. After all, everyone runs out of time.
Oh my god, no. When you run out of time, then where does it go? Is time
really
even
real?
real?
Does anyone know?
There's Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared reference for you. Oh
Man,
my god.
we're pulling out all
the stops for
we got all our bread and butter here.
uh,
What are we missing for this episode?
World Doctors.
Yep. World Doctor. We already covered what Archer. I'm pretty sure it did a System Mastery shout out.
Yeah. Hey, so you know how like the problem we have is in this courtroom. So like you know that movie we were watching
that took place.
where
Yeah,
they,
the one
like...
that like took place on Mars and not a courtroom.
Yeah.
Let's just not be in a courtroom.
Let's just not be in a courtroom. Hey, great idea. Bing!
Oh no, we're on Mars.
Oh no, we're on Mars, and there's demons. What the hell? Suddenly, Doom Guy appears, wielding a chainsaw.
Just Dr. Manhattan's there. Oh right, poofs in like a little air bubble. Yeah. So and he's just like sipping coffee. So
Mars is like infested with
this
demons
whole
now.
demon thing happened, and I just wanted to see how it played
yeah,
out.
I'm just watching.
On one hand, I keep debating, oh, what if everything is fated? What if free will is a myth, that like whatever I do doesn't really change things even though I have all power? And then I think, you know, this is a cool show. I'm just gonna watch this for a while.
It's like that's like his evening stories. Except
Dr.
it's, like,
Manhattan's
all the
solution
time.
is just meeting Morty from Rick and Morty, and it's like things die randomly without purpose. Nothing makes any sense. We're not
No one
here.
exists on purpose, no one belongs anywhere, and everyone dies. Come watch TV.
Why is this show called Ball Fondlers? You know, it was never really explained.
Well, it's like, why is Bleach called Bleach? They never explained that either.
Are we trapped in this room? Is this an escape room? It's just Dr. Manhattan faces through the wall. Oh no, this was well, it was a bit of a prank. See, I noticed how much you love fake doors, so I filled your house with them.
It all comes full circle.
Thank you.
Real fake doors. Oh
Everything is fated. I don't think. Perhaps everything is fated. Free will doesn't exist. Hi, I'm Anson My Eyes Johnson, and he's just like, randomness exists. This is all improvised.
Randomness exists.
Anything is possible. I also just saw an Old Spice commercial. Anything is possible.
I'm on a horse. Swan dive. It's not even a swan dive.
He just drops into the water.
Just drops into the water with his arms out.
My favorite part of those commercials is the one where the scene splits and there's a fake rubber leg for what is supposed to be his leg.
Yeah.
And it just goes like as it separates from him. Dude, also, one of my favorite things about those commercials, they used a lot of practical effects.
Yeah.
A lot of those were physical sets that had like big like mechanical moving parts.
Yeah.
Like you could have done it in CG, but like the fact that he was moving within the scene was man, you got to look up what is it, like Old Spice commercial behind the scenes, because like there's just a lot of moving parts behind it that's really fascinating.
My favorite one was always the one where oh god, excuse me please. To Terry Crews like crashes through a wall on like a
Oh, yeah,
bike
he's
thing, and
too
he's like,
powerful
Old
to-
Spice body spray makes you smell like power, and it's just like block, 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 block.
Did I ever show you the super old, what is it? Super Old Spice Bros.
No.
It's just Old Spice to the tune of Super Mario. So it's like, so it's da 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 block da 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 in a can da 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 da. It's amazing.
I need to.
It's short and very memey. You can check that out.
Yeah, let's finish up the scene.
Let's finish up this episode. Really? Whoa, right.
Whoa, Edgeworth.
Don't
what?
jinx this case any more than it already is.
Oh, okay.
It's bad for my heart.
Okay, suddenly Edgy Boy cares about being convicted. Oh! Sorry. Whoops. Smack.
Court is back now in session. I'm fine.
You alright there, Judge?
Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand?
Oh god, it's Lotta!
Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university.
It was like, that I am. Or
That
you tried to give her like some Scotsman or Irish type.
No, I tried to give her Irish, but then she was definitely Southern Irish.
Southern Irish.
That I
Ireland
am.
has a southern part.
Southern Ireland. Not to be confused with, was it Southern Ireland?
I don't
It's
know.
actually like the province, I think.
Some.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw on the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective.
Oh my god, what a
Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners.
tool. Thank you! That's like one thing I can agree with you on, Lotta.
Understand. Yeah, I understand. I understand.
I understand you're a huge tool!
Are you on sale at Ace Hardware? Because you are a huge tool.
Heard a line.
Very well. Wait a minute. Is this just gonna be one of those trials where it turns out that like this guy just like shot someone and now he's here as the prosecutor? that'd be actually kind of dumb at this point.
I mean, possibly.
Just because like he just show up. I don't know. I just hope that no boys pop out of the rafters this time.
Yeah.
Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out of the window, saw two gents in a boat. There's this other bang. Wasn't there a thing on the lake with that boat? Enough. Huh? Judge? Do you happen to take a photo of the incident?
Excuse me, why am I so gassy tonight?
This is the photo of that gassy incident. Accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise.
It's just some very gassy evidence.
Looks like the very moment of the murder.
Space card.
Oh, look at her boots.
Yeah.
Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately.
How immediately?
I see you there, Paul. One of our viewers named Paul. What did I do?
Like what? I'm just here.
This is a call-out post to all Pauls of the world.
And if you're an alien, then I don't know.
What is that?
Have you not seen Paul, the movie? The alien named
no,
Paul?
I was going...
Yeah, I know.
I'm here to make an announcement. I have a call-out post shot of the head.
Yeah, I know what you were going with, but I decided to throw the alien into there because,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
why not?
As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was defendant Miles Edgeworth. Order! Again with the... Order!
I swear I will turn this courtroom around.
I will turn this courtroom around! I'll blow up this courtroom.
I'm gonna blow up this fucking courtroom.
Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant in the cross-examination, my boy.
Objection! Well, wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination.
A cross-examination. Von Karma.
We
Manfred.
have a photographic proof.
Look at
What
this
question could
photograph.
that possibly... This is the dollar store. How dank can it be? Just my look, Phoenix. It's that dank kush. It's the dollar store.
Dollar
Maya.
store,
How dank can it be?
Hey, look, Phoenix, I found some dank steak. I have another stomach for dank steaks. It's separate from the non-dank steak.
Just stop there.
More dank steaks means more human.
Stop. This photo is worth 1,000. This photo is worth 1,000 words. They all read guilty.
Well, they're not very creative, are they?
But they're not. It's not a great photo, though. Or you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony.
Fuck yeah, I have.
However, it's 10:30. We gotta stop here. Pick it up next time.
Let's get to the
No.
We got like a few
It's such a
lines
good
left.
cliffhanger.
Let's just it'll be just get through a
Please.
few more lines, and then we can call it.
But I already know what we're gonna do next, but I can't let it happen because
I just want to get to where we're skipping through the testimony and then end it there.
Okay.
That's why I want to get to.
Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and fish in meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything.
Oh, we'll see about that.
And then I'll have you held in contempt of court. You're not even a judge. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
seriously, what the fuck?
Nick, contempt?
Contempt of court, you know.
I guess I understand.
It's just Vern.
It's just, I don't know why I call you Vern. It's just that, it's just,
It's
just
you know,
Vern.
Vern.
Why does he call people Vern? We never know.
He just does.
We'll never know.
So, how does sex work? He has a small penis. Micro-sized Vern. Do you not remember that?
Right. No. I was connecting that with the Harley Quinn cartoons.
Oh, yeah. So, how did this
that
work?
Like,
Sexually, I mean. Not well.
Not well.
Your line.
Well, what are you going to do?
You gotta find the man with the power of voodoo.
Do you really think there was a contradiction in the facts that you're testing?
I think there was.
Yeah.
I think I noticed one little thing.
There's the whole 2 shots, or 1 shot, or 3 shots according to the pistol
Yeah.
itself. It don't make no sense.
It don't make no
Vern.
goddamn sense, Vern.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. I was just playing Cookie Clicker on the phone here.
Just playing some Candy Crush, crushing some candies.
I was so gone from the scene I didn't have my hat on. Or my wig on. She just has different hair.
She's like Kimiko from Shell and Showdown.
No, it's just going back to this. It's going back to this joke on System Mastery where they're like, "Oh yeah," and then Chewbacca is in this book, and he's I kept forgetting he was in this book because he shows up once per chapter. I mean, he is so checked out that if this were a scene, it would just be the guy who plays the guy who plays Chewbacca with his Chewbacca like hat thing off on his phone. He doesn't even have the whole costume on. Just playing Wookiee clicker.
Playing Wookiee clicker.
So. Right, let's take him on.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this.
Hey, speaking of Star Wars.
Stir whip, whip, stir whip. I understand.
I have a worse feeling about this.
I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well. I pray for your sake. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
And now we can stop.
And that is where we will leave it.
That is where the cookie will crumble
tonight.
And we're gonna say
thank you so much for joining us this lovely evening.
Thank you, Gremlinda, for being here. And for giving us compliments.
Anyone else that I have not seen?
Anyone else?
I can't see your names from here where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
It's just been Gremlinda.
It's just been Gremlinda.
So yeah, thanks for joining us and commenting, and we will see you in was it tomorrow or the day after that?
We're at Wednesday, I believe.
Wednesday.
We'll be back here Wednesday at 8:00 p.m.
That should be 2 days from now. So on the 5th.
So on the 5th.
So we'll see you then. Until then, take care.
Stay awesome.
Oh wait, hold on. I've been Taylor.
I've been Lujack. Gremlinda says thanks for the stream, guys. Drop to follow. Thank you, Gremlinda. You're beautiful. You have a great night.
I've been Taylor. He's been Lujack.
I'm Lujack, and that's Taylor.
So until then, take care.
Stay awesome.
Have a beautiful day.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.